Man confessed to Spice that RT Boss molested him in his teens.
Why I'm choosing to speak up now, because honestly, this is something that I have kept with myself for years. It wasn't until probably like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, that I told my mom about it, and I told her to kind of get it off my chest, because for me, it was more so a lot of things that I was finally opening up to do. Like, long story short, basically,
What would your husband?
crying.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Basically, I'll just start from when it happened, when I met him. Um, I met him like around the beginning of
Who
2016.
did you meet
Um,
in 2016?
RT boss. So I met him around like 2016. Um, and it was like a group of people that I met along with him. Throughout that time, me and my mom and him got like close, because he was basically doing what he, claimed he do, like spiritually leading her. So the first incident that happened, we had went to Miami, but we had drove there. At the time, me and my mom, we couldn't fly there or fly back because of like personal reasons. With that being said, the person that drove us down there to drive us back, they basically started saying their car was acting up, so we were stuck down there. So at the time, she was cool with him, and she was explaining the story of how we were stuck down there. So he offered to come pick us up. He came in this, I think it was an SUV. It was like one of them eight seater trucks. It was me, my mom, my sister, my best friend, and my sister's father. And he had came along with somebody else. Throughout the trip, like each time that we would stop, if I was sitting like in the back seat, he would come in the back seat. If the next time where I switched seats, he would switch seats too. One of the time we stopped at the gas station, he basically came in and he did it to me and my best friend, to where it's like he pulled me to the side and was like, "I'm feeling something in your spirit." And I was just like, "No, what are you talking about?" Then he was basically proceeded to say, "I know you're gay, and I know you don't want your family to know." At the time, I was like in the closet. I feel like everybody that has Caribbean parents know how it is coming out to Caribbean parents. So that was one of my biggest fears growing up. Like, with that being said, halfway through the trip, when the trip was finishing, I fell asleep, and I woke up and
So,
like his hands.
how old were you? How old were you at that time?
I was around 17. So after that incident happened, I woke up and I seen his hands on me. It was kind of, I pushed him away, and it was like I stayed to myself the rest of the ride.
So, just to
And
be clear, you're saying he knew that he knew what you were,
right,
and him come and try use
correct,
against you. So, at the
yeah,
time, he knew, but your family did not know.
correct. With that being said, after that trip, I think we stopped at his house in Delaware, where I think we met his wife, or whatever the case is. With
Hmm?
that being said, the night was getting low, and at the time, I guess he wasn't gonna drive back to Maryland or wherever he was staying at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So he was trying to find a hotel. With that being said, my mom asked me, which at the time she didn't know how I felt towards him, because after that first incident, I tried to make sure like I always stayed far. But like,
When you got to the hotel, you said you weren't able to leave.
yeah, like we was in Queens at the time. Like my mom, she had gave him money because she was giving him money as well. So I was the one that had the funds on me.
So your mom gave him the money.
Correct. And I'm gonna just point out, like my mom, like at the time, still at that time, she didn't know anything that was happening. So one thing led to the next, to the point where it's like he did what he did, and I don't really. I don't know why people would think that I'm lying, because for me to sit here and make up such a drastic story is ridiculous.
What did he do
Even
to
to the
you?
point,
You say he did what he did, but please tell the world what he did to you.
so he me like he molested me.
Leave your comment. Tell me what you think. Do you think that this guy is telling the truth? The Curving Boss, thank you for watching.